Now, to ensure the safe evacuation of its citizens from war-torn Ukraine, India has launched a massive evacuation plan. It's called Operation Ganga, under which about 46 flights will fly out Indian nationals out of Europe's evacuation centres. Now, in the interim, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to the Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday. The talks between the two premiers focused on the situation unfolding in Ukraine. They reviewed the situation on ground in Ukraine's Kharkiv, especially the safe evacuation of Indian citizens from the conflict-hit areas. According to reports, female Indian students have been evacuated from Kharkiv. Efforts for rescuing the male students are currently underway as well. Meanwhile, Russian Defense Ministry spokesperson Igor Konashekov has said that the Russian army is ready to safely evacuate all of the Indian citizens stuck in Ukraine.
Вооруженные силы готовы принять все необходимые меры в целях безопасной эвакуации граждан Индии и отправить их домой с территории России своими военно-транспортными самолетами или самолетами Индии, как это предложила сделать индийская сторона.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has chaired a high-level meeting on the crisis on Wednesday. This is the fifth such meeting ever since Russia invaded Ukraine. Earlier, Moscow had asked New Delhi to evacuate all of its citizens holed up in Kharkiv ahead of the impending fall. The Indian government had then issued emergency advisories asking all of its citizens to leave Kharkiv immediately. Now, the advisory in all caps says that under all circumstances, they must reach Pesushin, Babia and Bezlyodovka settlements. Now, the government of India has scheduled 46 flights till the 8th of March, out of which 29 will take off from Bucharest, 10 from Budapest, 6 from Poland, 1 from Slovakia. India has evacuated over 17,000 citizens from the war-torn nation so far. Large-scale efforts are underway to evacuate all the remaining in the conflict zone. Now we're being joined by WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, for more on this. Siddhant, thank you for joining us. Can you just begin by bringing us up to speed with Operation Ganga?
Well, it has been a fast-paced development. The Indian government is focusing on evacuation of more and more Indian nationals. 17,000 nationals have been evacuated. Many are on the way, and approximately 15 flights are scheduled in the next few days. Already 15 flights have arrived, 6 just in the last 24 hours. Now, it's just not the civil aviation, but also the military pitching in. The Indian Air Force's flight from neighboring countries arrived in India earlier today, early morning. And of course, we know that these flights were used for supplying the humanitarian supplies to Ukraine as well. So a lot of multiple engagements, activities, and focus is that how this can be smoothened out. But the worries regarding approximately 15 to 20% Indian nationals still in the conflict zone like Kharkiv and Sumy. And for that, Indian government is not only focusing on making sure that these Indians come out through various channels, but also engaging with the leadership of both Russia and Ukraine.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, I was just going to come to that, Siddhant. Can you just take us through the key points of discussion between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin?
Well, this is the second conversation between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Russian President Vladimir Putin in a matter of few days. The last they spoke was on Thursday, exactly a week from today, when, of course, the Russian troops marched into Ukraine. And the focus that time was very different focus. The Russian side explaining their position, why the action has been taken. But this time there was a lot of worry because first, this conversation was made at the request of the Indian side. That's primarily because New Delhi is very worried about those Indian nationals stuck in conflict zones like Kharkiv and others. Yesterday, an important development happened. The Indian mission in Kiev issued an advisory basically asking Indians to leave Kharkiv and go to 3 specific locations by 6 o'clock local time, that's 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So this was based on Russian input, and the Kremlin confirmed that the Russian side is keen on evacuation. But what was something that has rung the alarm bells here in Delhi and many capitals is the Kremlin readout claiming that the Ukrainian side has taken Indian students as hostages. This is really, really worrying development. We know that Ukrainian Foreign Ministry also issued a statement saying it's the Russian aggression that has led to their hostages. At the end of the day, it's the Indian students who are at the receiving end, and this is something that New Delhi will never like, and that is why that call from the Indian side, we can expect more conversations and calls from the Indian sides later today.
Right. All right, Siddhant, thank you for bringing us up to speed with all the developments here. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.